I wonder a lot. Sometimes it's literally the only thing I do. I'm not even kidding. I think for the past 29 years of my life, I'm 29 by the way, the most I have done is wondered. Wonder about why this life, wonder what I want to do in this life, wonder what I do not want to do in this life, wonder why are we even doing this life, wonder who made this life, wonder everything perhaps. All this wondering got to a point where I was not living and just wondering. And this is very common for many of us. We just keep wondering and we don't actually live our life. But I made a list of 30 things I want to do before I turn 30. And I have 33 weeks to accomplish it. And I feel like I have lived wondering enough, and I don't want to wonder for a long, long, long time now. All I want to see is what happens after you're done wondering. What happens after you're done doing the things you want to do. These are the things which I want to do probably since childhood, probably since I like got conscious, right? Without further ado, let's go. I know you don't know me, but trust me, in the next 33 weeks, you gonna know me. You gonna know everything there is to know about me. Well, not a lot of TMI, but you'll know a lot about me. So without further ado, here is the list. I'm not a very good singer. One thing to know about me. Okay, so what do we have here? 33 weeks to change my life. Is it really changing my life? Well, in a sort of way it is, because I genuinely want to do these things. I have never been able to do these things, and I'm a kind of person who's just run on lists. So if I feel like it's on my list, it is getting done. If it is not on my list, it's not getting done. So I put everything on the list. Here we go. Here is the ta-da-da! I'm just gonna put like a nice music edit here, so don't worry. You're not gonna hear me actual singing. I like you. Okay, I will not subject you to that. I promise. For now. So, okay, this part of the wish list is what I called I need God's help. I need divine intervention for this to happen, and I hope it does happen. Okay, I'm gonna be praying for this, and please, my friend, you be praying for this too, because we need divine intervention. This would be fun. This would be really fun, but again, we need divine intervention. So first is I want to travel to 30 cities. I am a kind of person who loves traveling, but I've never really been able to travel. Family responsibilities, job, college, all that sort of things. My sisters who demand a lot of money from me, which I don't have yet. So I have never been able to travel a lot. And oh, so I want to travel. Here you go. See, I wanna do a lot of things in life. Next thing on my list is to build my dream closet. Here is an inspo picture. I am the kind of person who cannot afford my style. Like, genuinely, like I would wear Zuhair Murad for lunch on a random Tuesday if I could afford it. Um, Unfortunately for me and the fashion industry, I haven't been able to afford it yet. So I want to build my dream closet, as you say. And also, I am in India right now. It's the best time because we can get everything custom. My mom can sew. So best time to do that. Next thing on the list is to write a book. Well, wanna be author here. Obviously, me and my best friend, who you would get to know. If you stay with this, if you see me a lot, you will get to know her as well. We both want to write a book, so we decided we should just go author one, because on our own we probably both are lazy enough not to ever write one. So we do need a divine intervention, as I said, for this one. Go to Paris Fashion Week. You know what? It's really funny story, because when I was young, I think I would have been 11 or 12, and then we had fashion TV, channel on the TV, and then and obviously time zones, right? So when it used to be fashion show, it used to be like 11 or 12 or like 1 or 2 in the night here in India, and I used to like put the TV on mute and just watch pretty dresses, and that's what my teenage life was. I love fashion week and fashion and dressing up and dresses and everything that is shiny. So, Paris Fashion Week, please. God. Again, as I said, we needed divine intervention for this one, okay? Hey, yo. She's Paris Fashion Week right here. So cute. Okay, moving on. Well, this is something that I am in control because obviously, but this part of the list is so I don't like. I'm a person who wants to learn a lot, but I'm also a person who's lazy. So I made a list of things I would want to learn, and I have to learn these. As I said, if it's on the list, it's getting done. So first is calligraphy. I feel like pretty people should have pretty writing. Yes, I'm calling myself pretty. It's okay. Kinchana. So I want to have like really pretty writing. So I want to learn calligraphy because I also love writing, and I one of my friends, she write letters. It's her thing, and I also want to incorporate writing personal letters for everyone, notes, letters. So I want to have like really pretty writing, and then poetry. I want to learn how to build my own dinner set. And archery. I want to be able to shoot down a person if I ever wish so. And yoga. Well, I kind of feel like for the past 10 years living in Canada has taught me one thing, that Indian culture is very westernized. And like that's a conversation we're not gonna have today. So yoga is very westernized, which just feels like, okay, why are you wearing synthetic leggings when you are going to a yoga class? Like never makes sense to me. But then I thought, if I want to learn yoga, why not do it from the place where it was originally invented, which is India. So I want to learn yoga while I'm in India, and I want to learn dancing. So here's a story. So my mom's really, really, really good dancer. Like she knows bhangra so freaking well, like so freaking well. She could be a professional, okay? And me, I have two left legs, and I always get joked about, like my family jokes about it, that, oh, you know what, whatever. So I want to do is I just want to have like a couple of songs which I can dance to. If there's a wedding, if my brother's getting married, I want to be able to dance to it. Like, I don't want them to say that munde di bhen nu nachna nahi aunda, kadi Punjab bandi nu nachna nahi aunda. I don't want that to be me. So just like a couple of songs would do for me. I don't need to be like a dancing star, but just like a couple. And 5 signature dishes. Okay, here's a story. My mom hates to cook. I don't enjoy cooking particularly, but I also think it's very chic when someone says, oh, you know what, this is their signature dish. Oh, so and so makes this dish so good. It's like the best thing they have ever eaten. I want to be able to have that. Right? So what's my thing is, what I thought about it is, what if I have like some signature dishes which I learned to the perfection, and if I'm hosting someone and they have it and they're like, oh, you know what, this was the best thing ever. So I'm just gonna want to learn just like a couple of signature dishes. A very good picture. Why didn't I just leave this on? This looks so pretty. This looks so aesthetic-y. We have like good handwriting. We have poetry. We have dance. We have archery. We have everything here. Okay. And creative. Another thing about me, I'm a very creative person, but also a lazy person. We have to remember that. I am a lot of things, but I am also lazy. That's why I don't do a lot of things. Hence the list. Hence it took me 30 years to compile this list. 29 years to compile this list. And it will be done when I'm 30. So again, creating. I love to paint. I picked up painting in, I think, 2021, in lockdown. We were all picking up things. I picked up painting. I haven't sold everyone, but I think I'm a decent-ish painter. So I want to continue that. I want to paint at least 10 things. It's been like a year since I've touched any paint colors. I don't think so. I even have a canvas at home right now, which is a sad thing. So yeah, I want to paint 10 things. Also, if this all yapping indicated something, I also have a podcast with my best friend, which I mentioned just like maybe a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, you will get to know her. Me and her, Bhumika, we have a podcast which is called Too Opinionated. I'll put a link in the bio if you ever want to go and listen to it. It's just two of us, two brown women who are very opinionated, just sharing our opinions, unprovoked. So I want to at least be able to put out 15 episodes of Too Opinionated. So I want to document this journey because I also have a memory of goldfish. So when I'm old, and forgetful and probably has some sort of mental disorder, I can look back at my YouTube videos and be like, oh yeah, you know what? I lived a life. I did a thing. Um, so for next 33 weeks, I want to record and at least post out 30 videos of me doing whatever I want to do, and then I want to create 10 pieces of art. Could be anything, could literally be anything, could literally be me recycling something that I have at home to something that just is art, could be anything. I want to be creative, I want to create. That is the whole point. Take an art class. Well, again, creating is I'm very artistic, so I want to take a class which, well, in a form of art which I haven't done before. I don't know, like, I haven't really done live painting. I haven't really done sketching. I haven't done woodworking. I haven't done a lot of things. So take an art class and learn sewing. As I said, my mom can sew, and then that saves so much money. And if I want my dream closet, I want to save money because I'm not a millionaire yet. So learn sewing. And then the next part is just like things I want to include in my life, not just for the next 33 weeks, but for, excuse me, not for just for 33 weeks, but for the entirety of my life. And that's why this is just lifing. The very first thing we have here is, well, read 30 books. Well, I'm a very avid reader, but for the past 5 years, I've only been reading fan fictions. So, what I have written here, there's a caveat, which is that if the fan fiction is over 50k words, that's basically a book. I am including that because I do really enjoy writing and reading fanfic. So so read 30 books. I do have some books already picked out. But what I want to do is I want to have at least 15 physical books, and then the rest of the 15 can be audiobooks if if book is lengthy enough and I'm not having my time, because there's lots of things on the list which we still have to get to. I can have audiobooks and fan fictions, but that cannot be more than 50% of the actual task. So 15 books, traditional books at the very minimum, and then 15 can be mixture of fanfics and audiobooks. Go on 30 dates with myself or my family. No men allowed here. That's a joke. But yeah, I want to be intentional about spending time with myself and my family, which we often do not. And I feel like I have this opportunity after so many years that I'm around my family. So I want to enjoy that, and I want to explore my city because I'm back after 10 years. And the city has changed. It's not the city I grew up in anymore. There are so many nice places which I want to explore. And I think that would be a great place to start. So that, and my mom is doing like this. I don't know why she's doing this. She's sitting right in front of me and she's like, I don't know. I'm trying to. मम्मी ना पता नहीं की करी जाते हैं बगैर बहुत खुश हुआ इधर आके करके दिखाया लिटरली मेरे सामने बैठी चीज I can't be serious. I cannot. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be serious, but कर नहीं सकते. Okay, moving on. मम्मी ना करे हो. I know. Say hi. Say hi. Hi everyone. इधर आके. Moving on. We are moving on. Next thing on the list is, well, as ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਜੀ, ਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ. ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਵੈਸੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. बट चलो, the next thing on the list is I don't know, मैं पंजाबी का तो नहीं बोल रही पई, मैं कल इंग्लिश का तो बोली जानी, पता नहीं मैंने यार. अगली बार दस if you prefer पंजाबी, because I don't know, like मैंने तो ਹੁੰਦਾ कि ਜਦੋਂ मैं सोचती हाँ मैं इंग्लिश सोचती हाँ तो मैंने पंजाबी जब फिर मैंने ना ਹੁੰਦਾ कि मैं पंजाबी बोला. हिंदी मेरी ज़्यादा वधिया है नहीं, मैं भी कहा हमको तुमको जो होना जब मैं हिंदी बोलनी शुरू की था. So but the next thing on my list is I want to meditate regularly. My brain thinks like 10 things at once, and I want ki thoda ja calm hove life de vich. And also my birth chart, like kundli jehdi hundi apni, that says ki I could have like a brain aneurysm. So I should meditate. Okay, very serious. So my brain is calm. And then the next one is very important one. It's on the last, it's last point, but it's not the last point. Like this is the main point, which is like I'm very spiritual person. Like I believe in God. I believe in power of God. I pray every day. I talk to God every day. But I also want to regularly incorporate in my life to going to Gurdwara and just like sitting there, finding some peace and calm in life. So I feel like tethered to something. I don't feel like I'm not, like I feel like I belong somewhere, you know. I feel like I have some place where I can go for peace of my mind. But this is like things I genuinely want to incorporate in my life, not just for 33 days or 33 weeks, but for like my life. Well, moving on. Here's the fun part. Well, I would like to believe that the past whatever minutes were also the fun part, but for the list, here is the fun part, which is like, okay. So first thing is I want to jump off plane. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਸਮਾਨ ਚੋਂ ਹੋਏ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਥੱਲੇ ਖੜਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਆਸਮਾਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਚੋਂ। ਮੇਰੀ ਮੰਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਇਹ ਵਾਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ, ਓਕੇ, ਮੰਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਅਲਾਉਡ। Try it and new foods. So I love trying new foods, and I feel like it when I was in Vancouver. I got to try so many cuisines, so many different foods, and so many different regions. It was the best time. I had the best time trying new foods. And I also want to try to different cities, so I definitely want to try new foods. Maybe pandi dishes where मैं सिखड़ियाँ और जो हो सकती हैं. Climb a mountain. I don't know. I could just be driving around and there's a mountain. I want to climb it. No way I'm climbing Mount Everest. I don't think so. That's ethical to do. But climb a mountain. Scuba diving. Yeah, explains it. See Northern Lights. You know, for the past 10 years, every winter I have tried to chase Northern Lights in Canada. Sadly, never got to do. Hot air balloon ride. I'm very intrigued by like how it would be. Never been there. Take a train to nowhere. Okay. Take a train to nowhere is like I want to step out of my comfort zone. Okay, like हो सकता कि मैं कितने travel कर रही हूँ, right? जितने मैंने language नहीं आती, I just buy a ticket, get on a train, and go somewhere which I don't know where it's going. Attend my first concert. Yeah, like. Yeah, shamefully, I have not attended any concerts. So I really want to attend a concert. But before you judge me for the next one, because I know some of you might judge me for the next two, I guess. Do you know a lore? I want to tell you a story. You know, crows are very friendly if they like you. They bring you treasure. They take care of you. The list is that I want to be friends with a crow. That's it. Not explaining it. That's it. No comments. Don't think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Maybe a little. And then the last thing on my list is law of surprise. I took the term from Witcher, but what it basically means is, I'm closing the laptop for this one. What it basically means is that ਹਾਲੇ 33 ਵੀਕਸ ਪਏ ਆ, 33 ਵੀਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਛ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਵੇ, ਯਾਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਦਿਲ ਸੀ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ, like I really wanted to do it, but I didn't put it on the list. So I kept one last thing as a placeholder. So anyone have suggestion of something I might do? I might just take suggestions in the last, like, you know, we don't know. It's whimsical. It's free. I have freedom. I have choices. I have options. So that was my list. And thank you for listening to me out. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank you for listening. And I will see you next Sunday. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.